Hi there everyone, today is December the 4th and it's the third workshop in our series of 5 workshops. Today it's about clarifying your main character's motivations. What do I mean by motivations exactly? Motivations are what your character is thinking about, what your character's mind is occupied with while they're moving through their days. For example, your main character may be working in a restaurant. She may be serving clients. She may have an apartment of her own in the city. She may spend the majority of her time working. But while she's working, when she's able to think about something else, what is motivating her? What is behind the actions that she's doing? Or are they connected at all? What do I mean by that? There are some main characters who are focused on what they're doing in the book as a means to an end of getting somewhere else. For example, she may be working in the restaurant as a waitress to save money so that she can go to university. So she's focused on making money and serving the clients, and she's doing it for the goal of going to university. And so her motivations are focusing her life on going to university. That's what she's thinking about. That's what's behind a lot of her actions. But there are times when your main character's actions and motivations may not be the same, in the sense that you can't tell one from the other. What do I mean by that? I use an example in the workshop sheets, which is an excellent one, of a man who is a soldier who is thinking about a girl back home. Obviously, he spends most of his time being a soldier, doing what it takes to survive, look after his men, and be safe. But what he really thinks about when he doesn't have to be, struggling to survive, is he wonders what the girl that he's thinking about is doing back home. So the motivations behind that character are not focusing on his career, they're focusing on something else. Clarifying your main character's motivations is so important, because if you don't know them, then for sure your reader won't know them either. And one of the reasons why your reader stays with your book is within about the first 2,500 words, they need to know what your character's motivation is. And so if you don't know, then the reader won't know, and they just likely won't stick with your book. So it's very important within the first 2,500 words to let your reader know somewhere in that time what your main character's motivations are. I have set out 7 or 8 questions in the online course material that you can answer that will help you get to know your main character's motivations even more than you already do now. And I'd also like you to try to write a sentence or a paragraph that we would slip into the book that would allow your reader to know what your main character's motivations are. It's extremely important because having, as I have said before, a full, well-rounded, solid main character, it's what all of your book is about. And so if you don't have that, if you don't have a sense of that yourself, your readers won't get it, and they may start your book and may not finish it, and that won't bring them back for more. Next week we'll be talking about the supporting characters in your book, which aren't quite as important to your main character, but definitely move through the storyline with your main character and support them, and can let your readers know more about your main character through their observations of that character, through the time and place and different situations that come about. So they're definitely very important. That will be on December the 11th. That will be the 4th in our workshop series. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And remember, if you need to get in touch with me, my email address will be at the end of this video, and also my website address as well. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Peace and love, everyone. Until next week.